The developers for TCM, aka Sumo Digital, have announced that they are dropping the game. But this actually isn't the end. The game will be headed to a new developer that can essentially do whatever they want with the game, so really this can end up being a good or a bad thing, and while I'm hoping for the best, I believe we have to accept the harsh truth about TCM. So TCM, after about 6 months, is not in a good state. While its opposition, aka DBD, continues to thrive off of new content and the same game loop over and over, and new games like Palworld, Lethal Company, and Helldivers take over gaming as a whole, TCM continues, in the eyes of the masses, to fail. And the harsh reality is that it was doomed to fail since the beginning. TCM was never going to grow to be as big of a game as DBD is, nor was it going to go super viral like games like Lethal Company or Helldivers. And here's why. When we look at the Friday the 13th game, the game took a very similar life cycle to TCM as I predicted it would 6 months ago. Everyone was telling me how wrong I was and how F13 was only failing because of the lawsuit. While the lawsuit definitely impacted the game, it was already declining before that was even a thing. And then now with TCM, they have no excuses. They were even able to put their game on Xbox Game Pass, giving them a larger audience to access to basically play the game for free, and it still failed. You can argue that F13 was actually a better game, and that it would have lived if there was no lawsuit. I can agree with you, I actually do think the game was better. The toxicity definitely wasn't as bad as it is with TCM, and also the game was more social. Having Jason talk crap to you as he's about to murder you was a grade A gaming experience. However, like I said, when you look at the game before the lawsuit, it was trending downward. New content would have only temporarily brought players back just for them to leave again. These standalone games just don't have a very replayable game loop, and it's just very hard to do it when you're basing it off of a movie and trying to keep it as lore accurate as possible. The simulation for both games is great. The recreation of the atmosphere from the movies into the game I still believe is 10 out of 10, but with that comes gameplay restrictions. With DBD, yes, it's the same system over and over again, but there is so much with the different killers in the progression system that keeps people on the game. No matter how much you argue that DBD is boring, their numbers continue to stand strong. Now, something that I want you to take away from this video is this. Yes, the game to the masses isn't successful, but it does still have a community that supports it and will make the game playable for a long time to come. The game is actually not dead, and it's actually not really even close to being dead. The people still talking about how they enjoy the game definitely warms my heart, because I also still enjoy the game and will always enjoy it, assuming no drastic changes. These games are built for those people that are okay with playing a game a couple of times and moving on to the next trendy game, or even just coming back when there's new content, and it's especially built for us die-hard horror fans. I actually love this game and I loved Friday the 13th, but the harsh reality is that they will never be these big trendy games that everyone will be on. Or it won't be a DBD that has everyone on it for years to come. These games will continue to have support from the die-hard horror fans that can't get enough of these psychotic killers. And we just have to learn that's okay. For those of us that do enjoy it, we shouldn't be convinced otherwise because of the constant hate. A funny post I saw said, Little Caesars isn't so bad when you don't have someone in your ear telling you how bad it is. And I 100% agree with that, because I like Little Caesars. It depends what you get, first of all. But I think Little Caesars is pretty good. But then you got people yapping in your ear telling you how bad it is, and you're like, oh, maybe it's not good. But really, I learned that I do like it, so I just keep eating it. Same goes with these games. If you enjoy it, why are you gonna stop playing it because other people are trash talking it? If you enjoy it, just keep playing it. If you don't enjoy the game, then it's better to just move on. Of course, if you want to try to convince everyone that the game's terrible and nobody should be playing it, go for it, but I don't see the point in that. You're really just spreading hate for no reason. Of course, it is fair to share your disappointment and also what you would have liked to see done better, but there's no point in bashing others and continuing to bash the game when it's just already what it is. We are getting Killer Clowns from Outer Space soon, and I think that it'll follow a similar life cycle. It's not that the game will be bad or have bad lobbies like TCM, it's just that the niche about being a standalone game about a classic horror movie is difficult to grow from. It's possible that the game blows up if it's the best game ever, but it's highly doubtful, and we should definitely keep our expectations to what we've gotten so far. I will definitely say that the developers dropped the ball for TCM in 15 different ways, with the lack of content, bad content, pay to win content, bug issues, balance issues, and the lobby issues, but the core game for what it is, even with the best content and the best developer support, probably would have still fallen off. I'm sure there would be more people on it right now, but it still wouldn't be achieving the DBD level success. So yeah, I'm definitely trying not to give the developers a pass. They definitely did not do a great job supporting the game. Even moving past the lobby issues and other annoying little issues like that, the game really needed a better progression system and just a lot more content. But like I've been saying, those restrictions are what hold the game back. If you're able to bring in content from different horror movies such as The Terrifier or something like that, it would definitely bring a new audience to the game and have them enjoying it as well. Of course, the argument is that at that point, it's not a TCM game, and I have to agree with you, but I would hope that you would agree with me that that would definitely help support the game if they added something like that. I'm not trying to advocate for that, there's a 99.9% chance that that will never happen, but I think it would have been good for the game. I will continue to support the game by making content around it and hope the new developers can take the game in the right direction. As long as I can find a lobby in here, I will continue to come back. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like asymmetrical horror games. Till next time, love ya, see ya.